Another kind of loop is a while loop, which is slightly different to the way for loop works. For loops, in a way, predefines how many times a code block is going to be executed. However, while loop evaluates a condition. As long as the condition is true, the code block is going to be executed on a repeated basis. The control flow exits the loop only if the condition is false. So as long as the condition is true, the iterations will just continue. So let's see how the syntax of while loop looks like and how it exactly works. So here is an example of a while loop. I've declared a variable with the name of I in the beginning, but this is the while loop. You can see these 4 lines of code. Starts with the keyword while. This is the condition which is going to be evaluated for every iteration. And the code block begins from this curly bracket and ends at this curly bracket. So as long as this condition is going to be true, the code block will be executed. And all what I'm trying to do in this small example is that I'm trying to print out the color at each of the index in this colors array, and then I am incrementing the variable's value, which will be 0 at the beginning of the loop, but because we are incrementing it, it will just keep on increasing, and at one point of time it won't be less than the length of the colors array, and it will make the condition false and the loop will exit. So the expected outcome is the other items of this array. So let me just press enter, and we can see that we can see that all these items of this array are printed out. Now, as a side note, just one thing to remember over here is that there is a possibility that the code block will not be executed at all, provided that the condition is false in the while loop since the very beginning. So this is a slight bit of difference, and this is what makes a while loop different to a do-while loop, because in a do-while loop the code block is going to be executed at least once. In while loop, although this code block is executed 3 times, but there can be a possibility that the code block will not be executed at all if this condition is false. However, in a do-while loop, the code block will be executed at least once, and we will see a bit more detail of a do-while loop and how it works in the next video.